Okay, here we go. So, coming up to the end of 2025, I haven't done a video on YouTube in well over a year. A lot's changed, a lot stayed the same. So in this video, I'm going to talk through the new setup, how it's connected, what's going on, and what I'm doing with it. If you're not interested at all, go to the next video. If you're interested in nerdy connection talk, and analog equipment mixed with the virtual world, stick around. So let's get into it. It's the end of October, start of November 2025. This is probably now, let's think about it, the 25th year I've been interested in music or started to collect music equipment, started with decks. This is where I'm at now. So, I mean, let's get straight into it. If you've watched my other videos before, you know I'm a massive MPC advocate. So let's start with the MPC Live 3. Got this a couple of weeks ago. Well, I ordered it the day that it got available, basically, to order. So as soon as it showed up on a website that I was refreshing constantly, I ordered it, and it came, and it's brilliant. I've been an MPC advocate since the 1000 days in the early 2000s. I just think it's brilliant. This still runs everything. Again, if you've seen any of my other old videos, you'll know that this is kind of the heart of everything. It still is. It still runs traditional MIDI, 1980s style MIDI information to everywhere, but it also sends CV out. I've got the Moog, well, not the Moog, sorry, Jesus, shouldn't say that. The Behringer Model D. Still pains me that it's Behringer. It's my problem. I'm the problem. There's no problem with this whatsoever. I just know that it says Behringer on it, and I've got a massive ego, so I really want to swap this out for something that doesn't say Behringer on it, but it's really good. I've got this for basses and leady sounds and stuff like that. Latest purchase is the Overheim TEO-5. I did have on here the Take 5 by Sequential, and it pains me to say it, I hated every second of it. I didn't enjoy it at all. I didn't enjoy the cover, like the chassis of it. I didn't like the big orange thing that was from out of nowhere around the filter knob. I know it's all aesthetics, but it goes a long way, especially if I'm going to be using it for a long time. The knobs felt disgusting. They were all rubbery and not how I remember Sequential or Dave Smith stuff feeling like. It just felt like a big, bulky toy, and I didn't like it. And the scroll knob to go through the screen was like one turn was 1.5 things on the screen, which made it impossible to do anything quickly. So with a day to spare, I swapped it out for this one, and it's brilliant. I love the TEO-5. I'm an Overheim fan now. I was a massive Dave Smith advocate. Obviously, unfortunately, he died not long ago. Kind of seems since then Sequential's not good, in my opinion. Then it's not profit. I was expecting it to be all like solid and quality. It was solid, and it was build quality brilliant, but I hated it. I didn't like how it sounded. This I love. This is a bit of me. It's extremely exactly what I want it for. Pads, ATZ, synthy, quality, beautiful, lovely. TEO-5, get one if you can afford it. TC, monitor controller thing. So, the Clarity M. This is basically, I do mixes in here, and I mix quite a lot of stuff here. So it's really good to give me quick access to what's going on, but I also use it more, really, to make noise with. So, see as I do stuff, let's move along to the synth. Let's try a different synth. Sweet. Let me change up the synth a bit. Later on, I mess around with it, so you can start to see some weird stuff going on there. A lot of it's just visuals. I like visuals in it, so it helps. Very nice. The MPC, obviously, and then the little Eurorack. So I had a massive one in the old videos. Not really massive. 3-tier, 104 HP. Sold it all, then got a few more bits back. This is what I'm left with. So basically, top row is the SWN wavetable navigator thing. It's probably the next thing to go, to be honest. It was really good. I love it. Excellent. I use it more for its sort of LFO-y shape things out to control other stuff than I do as a voice. But it just takes up a lot of space, and I could do more with the space, I suppose. So I probably won't sell it. I'll just replace it and stuff, and if I want it back, I'll just patch it back in. But yeah, it goes into the arbor, which is purely for ambient-y granular stuff. In the bottom row is old school sampling sounds. So the Squid sample, Pam's new workout, little mixer, and then the Endorphins Ghost, which I use, funnily enough, to process more of this stuff than I do the modular stuff. So I'll very regularly send stuff controlled by here, and then have it coming out of the modular. Actually, I'll just talk about that now. So basically I use you can't really see it, but just in the bottom of the screen here, I use the UAD console to send signals out via Q-sends from my aggregate device. So actually, let's talk about that. So my audio interface, how all of this is recording at the moment straight in, is I've got an aggregate device set up where I've got a UAD Apollo and an Audient Evo 16 created as an aggregate device, which also includes all of the new USB audio in and outs from the MPC. So I've basically got 3 audio interfaces acting like one big one, so I can record multiples. I think it's up to like 88 tracks or something insane in and out, but that's all the analog, all the digital, it's everything. But on the console here, on the Apollo console, the outputs of that I've got set up as Q-sends, and those outputs get sent. One of the outputs goes straight to the MPC, one of them goes for the Eurorack, and one of them goes to the little cassette player that's just in the corner. Probably can't see it, it's just there, that little thing there. There you go. Little We Are Rewind cassette recorder. So basically anything that comes in, like my voice for instance, I could send my voice to the Eurorack. Hello? Hello? Wait. It's coming in. Look. Some distortion. What? Yeah, so at any point, I can send anything to anywhere. So for instance this, let's take that, instead of going to the mixer, let's go to here. It's pretty nice. Let's turn off the original and just have it coming through here with some reverb. Bit more distortion. Sweet. So yeah, I'm triggering the TEO-5 from the MPC, but then the sound of that's coming out and then going into the modular to mess around with. Actually, let's record something. Might as well record a little pass through, shall we? I do. Wait for that to stop. Let's go in. Let's turn it on, shall we? See what we got from it. Pretty much. Look. So a little bit less. You see, yeah, lovely. Put a bit of reverb in it. Nice. Distort it up. Play a bit more. Yeah. See. Really quick and easy. So basically the idea is I use the Q-sends in the Apollo to route signals of anything that's coming in. So basically I'll talk through what's coming in. So I've got 6 analog outputs from the MPC, 1 and 2 is drums, 3 and 4 is instruments, 5 and 6 is basses. The next 2 inputs, which are the last 2 on the Apollo, is the bus compressor, which is kind of like down there in the rack. Next, in the aggregate device, or in set up as ADAT inputs into the Apollo, so I can still utilize all of the Apollo stuff, is the Evo 16 inputs. So the first one is I've got a mini mixer, again underneath the table. I've got a little small format Mackie mixer that I just ram crap through. Next is the Model D. So yeah, just go to the Model D quick. Where are we? Model D. Nice. Let's not send that through individually. Let's go through the Eurorack instead. Nice. What's happened? Come on, send, do stuff. Oh yeah, need to give it some. So that's that going through the Eurorack instead. Then after the Model D, I've got the microphone, which is coming in what I'm talking on now. Then we've got the Eurorack that comes in. Then I've got the TEO-5 as a stereo input. And then lastly, I've got a little Mac device. So this last one here is basically anything that plays from the computer. So all the DAWs come out of that track. YouTube comes out of that track, Spotify, basically anything that plays on my computer comes out of virtual analog track, which also means I can utilize the Q-send here to sample anything. So I can just take any noise from anywhere at any point and put them to anything to resample, put to tape, record back in, do whatever with. Obviously my beauties, you can't really see them in the video, but my Barefoot Footprint O2s, they're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. They're staying there. These are the best speakers I think ever. I've also picked up these as well. Look, these little like Olo Audio X1s, I think they're called. Amazing headphones, really nice for mixing. Still really good for production, for producing as well. The only problem is that they leak quite a lot because they're open back, because that's what they're supposed to do. But yeah, the setup the end of 2025, the start of 2026. It's what I'm rocking. I'm probably going to get rid of that because it's got Behringer written on it. And my ego won't let me do it. So I might get something that says Moog on it instead. We'll see. That's it. Making noise, isn't it?